See, some of the phone call that I have with my VA that you guys don't get to listen in, which is like those are the inside the business. You know what I mean? It's always nice to know the inside of what's going down. And I wish that there's someone that follows me around and actually record. Like, my day is not like so crazy like some other people's day. But most of the time when I get on the phone, the phone conversation, the phone call, talking to buyers, talking to seller, talking to your employee, your VA, training them. It's like, to me, getting those inside business little tips and tricks are like, it's going to help you tremendously. So let me share with you what I just got off the phone with my transactional coordinator. She is helping selling all the deals, obviously taking over my position. We got eight property right now on the board that we need to find a buyer for. And we just got one piece of property. The buyer's all ready to go. Drop off their non-refundable. And then, so she texted the seller, told the seller that we're able to close like earlier, right? Like earlier than the closing date. And the seller asked her, so how much time do I have after closing to move out? And she went ahead and said, well, just like we have agreed upon, you get that 30 days, after closing to vacate. Which obviously, we are going to hold, we already told the buyer that, right? They already know that the seller has 30 after closing to vacate. But the buyer said, that they're going to try to work with the seller after closing to see if they can move out sooner. But the best answer, the best reply to that is asking back the seller, so how much time do you need? Man, when I ask, because basically what it is sometimes seller can move out sooner, but if we tell them, yeah, you got the 30 days like we agreed, they drag their feet, right? They drag the feet, and the buyer wants to get in and take over as soon as possible. So we're just doing the buyer a favor, and it just really helps that bond relationship with you and the buyer. So that's the one thing that I corrected her on, and I said, Jane, next time this is what you do is you ask the seller back how much time do they need. And man, majority of the time when I do that, seller said, well, I need a week, or I need 2 weeks. And sometimes they said, yeah, I do need the 30 days, and I do need the 30 days like we agreed upon. And you'd be like, yeah, no problem, right? Because we already agreed on that. But if they say sooner, then obviously you now can tell your buyer, and your buyer's probably happy, right? And you can tell your buyer, hey, you know what? We're working hard on our end, trying to obviously do the best we can for you, trying to get the seller out. And so basically the relationship, and they're grateful, that you going, above and beyond doing that for them. You know what I mean? And then, so that's the one thing that I told her. And then I did tell her that, show appreciation to your employee, right? And the thing is, you guys, like, all this thing, man, that I learned how to do is because when I work at the company and how they treated me and how I see things are being treated, right? So when, so you kind of apply that, you learn it from them and you kind of apply it toward your business. So I told her that I appreciate her, when you guys got to understand, they work like 1 o'clock in the morning because they're in Philippines, right? They work 1 o'clock in the morning and they don't go to sleep until like morning time. So they don't get to sleep at night. They sleep in the morning. So even though she was off the clock, but if I text her something, if she sees some message coming over, she still responds back. And I was just telling her that, our company, we appreciate that. We see the things that she's doing. We've got to make sure that she's getting taken care of and getting compensated. You know what I mean? Just make them, because a lot of times you got to give them, credits, and you got to show them appreciations and gratitudes and all of that. You know what I mean? So anyways, and that's what I did. So just want to share that with you guys. I hope that little tips, whatever I just talked about, really helps you out. For those of you who are running your business, you have a VA or employee, and things to deal with the seller.